have Mason, who's doing some other things. But I just want to give you a history of a Ramiro Martinez that's been around and retired from Cisco Foods a lot of years ago. He's always been here. He's always been a staunch supporter. As a matter of fact, as we was going through our struggle in 2005 and 2006, arguing with the labor board, he and a lot of other retirees was at the labor board hearing in a court case, fighting for you every day, because he realized what the struggle was about. So this struggle didn't just start now. It started from the very beginning as we were fighting court cases that we ended up winning. And Ramiro is going to open this whole rally up with the prayer. So Ramiro Martinez, let's give it up for one of our good retirees. Ramiro, thank you.
I'm a proud Teamster, proud to be out here with all my brothers and sisters from the Red Cross. And I pray that on this Good Friday that we can get something done, that us as a group can show that the Red Cross, that we are together, and we pray that this will be the beginning of something great and we'll get this contract done. Thank God.
Amen. Thanks, Ramiro. It is all the praises are to God. One of the things I want to do is that we need to acknowledge today regarding a lot of your co-workers that's really been stepping up to make this a special rally. This was Kathy Green's idea, recognizing Good Friday with the kids being out of school. We had an Easter basket. We want to make sure the wind is kind of high, so before you leave, we want to make sure that all the kids can get an Easter basket. Okay, so we're going to make sure we get that done. Kathy had a lot of help. I mean, the ladies and the men really stepped up. We had a lot of contributions based on making this work. Even outside of the kids, we're going to go back to the Union Hall because we have a bag of groceries for everybody that can come in and pick up groceries and try to defray any additional costs because of being behind the 8 ball. That we want to try to make this Easter as special or as best as we can, recognizing the struggle that right now economically, you know, that we're all behind the 8 ball a little bit as we're doing what we're doing. Just want to get you caught up on a few things. If it's getting cold, we're going to really get back and really just enjoy ourselves today. A lot of people aren't here today. It's about 20 25 that's still out east because there's a huge blood drive out in that area that's going to start. So we're going to take this stuff out to them and they're going to go out there and pick it in front of that blood drive out there in the Minter area today. So that's why 20 of them aren't here. So our numbers are still a good number. What I have to rely on really is all of you based on stepping up a little bit more. The fact that you're here, all of you have a personal relationship with one of your co-workers that we're not able to get with, give them the information that we're going to share with you today. Because one of the things that's going on because of the struggle now is what I call the Great Divide. You know, the Red Cross is trying to separate you from your base, separate you from the cause of what we're fighting for. And we continue to say it. Andrew didn't give us this quote today, that one day longer we become a little bit stronger. Because right now, based on everything that's going on, the stars have lined up pretty good for all of us. One of the things that happened to get everybody caught up is that yesterday I was with Senator Sherrod Brown. We're trying to put some political pressure on him. So Senator Sherrod Brown is going to do some things for us. The day before that, we was with Congressman Marcia Fudge, liaison. Sophia and I actually spent a lot of time, gave him a lot of information. They took down a lot of notes based on putting some things together. And they're going to try to do some things as far as some additional political pressure. They're also doing the same thing in the Michigan area as we try to have a collective effort to try to hopefully get some closure on this thing more sooner than later. Because we recognize what the struggle is. Next week, on the 11th and the 12th, we do have mediation set up. It's not for this region per se, but the other regions that joined us, which is helping us a lot, that we're going to sit at the table with them because we're all in the same struggle. Toledo, the UFCW, Local 75, the OPEIU Local 459, the Teamsters Local 580, and us. We have 2 days set. We're going to do it on Wednesday and Thursday, and that's the barometer that we really need, in my opinion, to determine on a going forward basis on really where we are. Because if we haven't made some inroads by that time, we need to sit down and really think about what our position needs to be. But as we speak, going forward, we need to just stay strong. Fortunately, I'm going to tell you, I've been doing this for a lot of years. I mean, Romero, Greg Vaha, Steve Sacha, and some of the other retirees that's here. I think one of the biggest strikes that we had was way back in the day when we was just going through some things with a company called Seaway Foods, that we just went through some transitional things. It wasn't really a strike per se, but we went through some transitional things. That's been a lot of years ago. And I continue to say to you and advocate, as I see these types of actions go on around the country, all of you has been the strongest anybody that I've ever seen, based on the passion you have, based on the struggle that's going on, which you're sticking together at a level that's been as high as any level I've ever seen. So I applaud all of you for that. And it really is bigger than you can imagine, because this is a unique operation as you cover the 19 counties. So we're picketing and doing things all over the place. That's what makes it even more difficult, because it's hard to get a concise message. And the reason I'm saying to you, I want to make sure we're crystal clear today, because the people that's not here, when you're talking to somebody that's negative, it's going to take all of you to make it more positive. I've always looked at the glass being more half full, especially when we're on the right side of the coin. And we are on the right side of the coin. We have some testimony today based on a few of the people that's already affected on what we're fighting for. And what I continue to say to you, either we're going to win this thing as we speak, or I'm going to say it to you from this perspective. I know that you're going to end up dying a slow death. Because when you get the bills and the things that you can't afford to pay, whether it's 2 years later, 5 years later, you think you're sacrificing not paying your rent right now, you're sacrificing not paying a part of your mortgage, your car note, your utilities. Well, we've been helping with that in a lot of areas as best we can. We can't take care of everybody, so I really want to commend a few of you, really the lion's share of you, that hasn't come to the union and actually additional things, because a lot of you have actually shown either you got support from your family or you did all the other things to prepare on these types of days and actions when you never know when the roof is going to cave in on you. This is a life lesson learned. It really is. But I tell you, it's only been a small sacrifice versus what the bigger picture and the bigger results are going to be on the end. When I look at all these beautiful kids, okay, it's not about us anymore. It's about what is their future going to be. And if you don't get sick, they're more apt to have something happen to them. And you talk about not paying your rent or your mortgage. When you get that hospital bill, most of the foreclosures in this state is based on people with bad hospital bills that ain't got paid. Okay, so I'm saying these things to you because I'm asking you to stay a little longer, be a little stronger, because the bigger picture is going to take care of those types of things. It's going to take all of you to really sit back with your family, because I know that's where the pressure is. The pressure is when you get home and you have less coming in. If you got a spouse, they say to you, what the heck's going on? They say, you need to get back to work because this is behind. You need to get back to work because this is behind. You need to get back to work. Well, they don't understand. They don't understand it all based on that. But I'm saying to you, I understand that pressure. And if they need to talk to somebody at the union hall, we're open to talk to them, because the bigger picture is going to unite you and your family that much more at a higher level. Because everybody's manipulating and doing a lot of things to circumvent their obligation to give you the benefits that you originally deserve. And I'm saying to you, because I want you to do this so we don't miss it. Go home, we get a couple people here to let you know they're already getting some bills just like this. That when you end up continuing to get bills like that, and it can happen to you 2 or 3, 4 times in the course of a year, you're $15,000 to $20,000 in the hole. Now, what happens a lot, because you haven't hit that, because you haven't had that happen to you, because you didn't need the doctor right now, and you're saying, well, I need my money right now. Well, the right now money don't take care of what you got to do to prepare for the future. the right now don't take care of what we're fighting for. And I'm saying